Hello everyone, this is Hagar Salah and today I'm gonna revise the reported questions. We have two kinds of questions, WH and yes no, and we will talk about each one today. Let's have an example. Are you tired? How can we change it into indirect? Yes, it will be I wonder if you are tired. Or we can change F with whether. How can we change it or turn it into reported speech, not question? It will be, he asked if I was tired. First, let's talk about what's the direct question or what does it contain. The direct question contains the question word like who, what, how, when, why, or where. The auxiliary verb like do, does, did, will, and we will talk about the other modal verbs or the other auxiliary verbs next. Then the subject and the main verb. If you have do, does, did, or will, you will use the infinitive verb, the first form of the verb, so I wrote here V1. Or we can have other auxiliary verbs like am, is, are, was, were. So we will use V verb with ing. And if you have had, has, or have, so you will use the third form of the verb, which is past participle. Let's see the indirect question. What does it contain? Actually, it also contains of introductory verb, question word or F, subject, and the affirmative verb form. But here we have a very big difference in this kind. We have here to start our question with he asked, she wondered, or could you tell me? If you use he asked or she wondered or she asked whatever, we will add full stop at the end because it's now a sentence, not a direct question. But if you use could you tell me, you will add question mark at the end. And here we have the question words like who, what, where, and we have F, the subject as we know, and the affirmative verb form. We will use only the affirmative verb form. We will not use the helper or the auxiliary verb. We can find here also am, is, are, was, where, plus ing, or have, has, had, and past participle. Here we have two rules in the indirect question. First, we have to use an introductory verb in the past, like asked, wondered, wanted to know, and so on. Then we have to move the indirect question one step backwards in time. So if we have, do you know, for example, it's present simple. How can we turn it into reported? Actually, we will go one step backwards in the past. So we will say, I asked him. First, we will remove the question mark. We will remove the reported speech marks. Then, we will remove the auxiliary verb or the helper verb, do, and we will go in the past one step with our verb. So it will be, I asked him if he knew. If you have yes, no question, we will use F or whether. But if you have WH word, you will use it as it is. Number 2, where are you going? He asked her. Why do you think? Yes, we will use where as it is, but we will remove are, then we will go one step back in the past. Our subject will be she because he asked her where she was going. Yes, did you believe me? I wanted to know. So we will have F here or whether because we have auxiliary verb at the beginning. It's yes, no question. If you had believed me, so I turned the past simple into past perfect, and the present continuous in number 2 to past continuous, the present simple in number 1 to past simple. Number 4, how are you? He asked me. Yes, how I was, and I will add full stop at the end. Is Anne sleeping? I asked. I didn't have an object here. I asked. So yes, if Anne was sleeping, don't forget, don't add question mark at this sentence because it's a sentence, not a question. Were you watching TV? He asked. Yes, it will be with whether or if. Here I have past continuous. So how can I change it into the past? It will be past perfect continuous. Can they come? Can will be could. Yes, I wondered if they could come. So the past of can will be could. Will, would. May, might, and we will see the other modal verbs. Who did you meet? Here the question in the past simple. They asked me. I will change it into past perfect. Who I had met. So you will arrange your sentence as you write it in the simple sentence or the direct sentence. They asked me who. I started with my subject first, then the verb. But the question, I used the verb first, the helper verb first, then the subject. Did Mary go? She asked. It will be, she asked whether or if Mary had gone. Past simple will be past perfect. Will you go? I will change will to would. They asked me whether I would go. Let's see some other examples. Where does Anna live? How can I change it into reported or indirect? So it will be where Anna lived. I removed does and I make the verb live into the past because the sentence, the question is present simple. I will change it into past simple. Tomorrow we will change it into the next day or the following day. Are working will be we're working. Did they come? Whether they had come. Past simple to past perfect. Will forget, would forget. Can train will be could train. Tom expected. It will be Tom had expected. Is going to take. For sure will be was going to take. Who is Joe waiting for? Who Joe was waiting for. This dog will be that dog or the dog. So this will change or it will turn into, will be turned into that or the. Thank you for watching. See you next video.